I'm your host with the most welcome 23, joining me for Royal Romance Book 1, Chapter 19, Long Live the King! Spoiler alert, this chapter contains spoilers for Rules of Engagement Book 1. Well, here's spoiler alert, Leo's his brother. Moving on, you stare at the letter for a moment, stunned. Huh? Compose yourself, Lady Riley. We're in public. Oh, of course. Are you okay? What does it say? Hold out the letter to Maxwell. Bertrand looks over his shoulder to read it. Lady Riley, the prince will never be yours, and you will never be queen. Leave court now. Sounds like someone wants me out of the way. How dare anyone send a letter like this to a member of our house? It's probably a jealous suitor trying to intimidate me, someone plotting against me. I'm gonna go with someone plotting against me. I wonder what this person has planned. Whatever it is, I don't intend to let them win. Yeah, no one messes with our Riley. I'm going to get to the bottom of this. There is one thing. Olivia confronted me earlier today. She thought I had written a threatening note to her. Most interesting. You and Olivia and Lady Madeline would be seen as the three favorites still in contention for the crown. If someone's targeting the three most likely suitors to win, then Madeline may have also been given a note. And if she didn't, it means that she's the one messing with you, and Olivia. Don't get ahead of yourself. It could simply mean that whoever is behind it wants Madeline to win. Yeah, and no one wants that more than Madeline herself. Bertrand uses a handkerchief to plug the letter out of Maxwell's hand before returning it to him. Maxwell, put this somewhere secure. If you don't happen to have already wiped away any traces, we may still be able to get a fingerprint off of it later. No comment. Got it. Be right back. Maxwell dashes off with the letter. For now, Riley, you must continue on as though nothing has happened. You think that's best? It could be the distraction you need from the ball is exactly what the culprit desires. So, that means you should continue to keep up the old appearances of enjoying the festivities. I suspect this is nothing more than a childish prank, but I'll investigate. You stay focused on tonight and the prince. Bertrand turns to go. Bertrand, wait. Earlier you said no one does this to a member of our house. And I stand by that. Well, it's just, after tonight, if the prince chooses me, I doubt we'll get moments like this again. There's something I always wanted to know. Are you married? Are you always angry at Maxwell? No shit. He lacks discipline and responsibility. As a Beaumont, he should know better, but he refuses to behave. If he corrected his behavior, there'd be no cause for my ire. I'm surprised you haven't thrown him out on the street. Do I look like the type of person to disown my own brother? Kinda. He's a nuisance, but the only thing worse than fictional ruin is familial ruin. What's the point of restoring House Beaumont if I cast our family out in the presence? Besides, Maxwell wouldn't last a fortnight without me. He's a good guy, you know, and all grown up. He can take care of himself better than you think. Perhaps, but he'll always be my little brother. So in a way, I don't think I'll ever feel like I can stop looking out for him. Aw, that's actually kind of touching. Yes, well, don't tell him that. Now, are we done with the questions? Well, one more. Bertrand, what if something bad happens to me? You're a member of House Beaumont now. I'll be damned if I let anything happen to you. Besides, you're only steps away from being the Queen of Cordonia. And once you have the title and Prince Liam protecting you, you'll be beyond anyone's reach. if you do manage to pull this off, I'm actually looking forward to see how you'll do as queen. Bertrand, I hope I don't disappoint you as royalty. You finally have to bow to me. I hope I don't disappoint you. As queen, my disappointment would be the least of your worries. I still value your opinion. Well, then, as long as you're willing to help out your sponsor every now and then, I'll stave off the worst of my appointment. I'll be there for you when I can. House Beaumont will be in your debt. Well, I'm off to ask around and see if I can discern anything about this idiotic letter. You go socialize and win us a prince. I'm on it. Have I ever disappointed you? Don't ask. I realized it the moment it came out of my mouth. Lady Riley. What? Just remember that you've managed to make it this far. Most nobles are saying you wouldn't last the first week. You've proven them wrong so far, so what's a little more? Bertrand bows to you and heads off into the crowd. That was unusually kind of Bertrand. Now I suppose I should mingle. You search the room, but you don't spot any of your friends. Then you feel a tap on your shoulder. Hey, I'm back! Oh. You okay? Yeah, this whole letter thing is just a little weird. You look like you could use a break. How about we get out of here for a little while and get some air? But Bertrand told us to stay and socialize. I know, but it's more important than that you're in your right frame of mind for tonight. Besides, we'll stay close. What do you say? It might be the last time we'll get to hang out before you become queen and all. It's like the game just goes, hey, by the way, we're not going to give you a window this time. We're going to tell you that this possibly is the last time that you'll ever see Maxwell in this book. Take a break with Maxwell. Let's take a break. All right. Maxwell leads you out of the grand staircase. You both climb to the middle landing and sit. Taking a moment, you look back to the ballroom, scanning over the platform where the coronation announcement will be held. That's where all the magic will happen. It's amazing to think how far you've come. Who'd have thought that I would be standing here on the eve of potentially being selected as Cordonia's future queen? I did! You gotta believe in the person you're sponsoring. Of course you called it. You know I did. Though, I have to admit, you've changed a bit since I first saw you in New York. I feel like a changed person. My old self wouldn't recognize me, and it's not just because I'm no longer in a waitress uniform. I think you've kept the good parts while developing some new skills. You look like a natural at court now, and you'll manage fine without us. Not that I ever very much thought help. I just wish we could have showered you with gifts, dresses, and jewelry. One of the wealthier houses could have. You would have deserved it. Maxwell, I'm not some spoiled noble who can't take care of herself. That's true. You're a lot tougher than we expected. And you've always impressed me. I think you've even impressed Bertrand, too. It's strange to think that soon you'll be queen, and Bertrand and I will go back to being Duke Ramsford and his handsome brother. Will you two be okay? Your finances weren't looking great, and that was before the social season. With our #1 winning lady as queen, we'll be fine. Every house will be clamoring to pay their respects to us, not to mention the sweet business deals that'll come with it. The Beaumont name will be restored to its former glory. Bertrand can even take a breather. Hell, maybe even a vacation. I'll pay for a royal visit. And don't forget to write. I'm gonna put you in charge of all my parties. The royal party planner? I mean, on one hand, that sounds like a dream come true, and on the other hand, I'd be horrible at it. But you're amazing at parties. At them. Bertrand handles the planning before them. I'm more the party attendee than the party planner. Maxwell's laughter fades into a sigh. He scans over the dancers swaying across the ballroom. Hey, if there was something wrong, you'd tell me, right? Of course, I trust you. Maxwell. I know there's something wrong with House Belmont. The finances, Bertrand berating you for missing money, the money in the study. Things don't add up. You know you can trust me. Some secrets aren't mine to tell. Let's leave it at that. It just seems that, like, there are a lot of secrets in House Belmont. Yeah, I guess I can see how it would seem that way. Bertrand's been through a lot, though. And you? I guess I've been through it too, but Bertrand takes this stuff a lot harder than I do. After we lost our mom, my dad wasn't exactly the talk about your feelings kind of guy. I'm so sorry to hear about your mom. It was a long time ago. I just think we all kind of tried to deal with it in our own ways, and Bertrand was to shut everyone out. It's been really nice having a lady in the Belmont, or House Belmont again. And I think you're actually gotten Bertrand now to open up a little. This is Bertrand opening up? You can imagine what he's like normally. I shudder to think. I'll really miss having you as part of our house, you know? When you're a queen, I won't be able to be there to wake you up every morning. Oh, thank God. No more dragging you around to put on dresses, no more limo rides with Bertrand's judging stare. I'll miss you. We're all gonna miss you. Even Bertrand. Really? As much as he possibly can without straining himself. Maxwell rubs the stair banisters. Before the announcement, let's do one last wild thing. Such as? These railings happen to look perfect for sliding. Why not? We need to time it so we can reach the bottom at the same time. And then we strike a pose. Let's do it. On 3. 1, 2, 3. You and Maxwell slide down the railings together. Woohoo! Yeah! You both jump off at the bottom and strike a pose. We look so badass right now. You're like a child. I'm serious. He's like a child. The room doesn't know what hit him. If we only had sunglasses on, this place would have been able to take how awesome we are. Maxwell smiles and then sighs. It's been fun, Riley. A lot more fun than I expected. Thanks for that. Maxwell holds out his fist. Kiss him on the cheek. Place your cheek against his and kiss the air. There, a social smooch. Caught me off guard. Maxwell looks back into the ballroom, smiling. Hey, can I ask you a question? Ask me anything. Are we still going to be friends if I'm not declared queen? Am I ever going to see you without your shirt on? Really? I mean, I know I'm not really here as a suitor of House Belmont, and one way or another, that's about to end. And so you're wondering if we'll just kick you to the curb if you're not crowned tonight? Kinda. Of course not! You're one of my best friends, Riley. Maybe my best friend, actually, and now that I think about it... Maxwell, that didn't answer the question. Anyway, what I mean is, of course Bertrand and I would really, really, really hope you become queen. I mean, I think Bertrand might murder me if you don't. But as far as I'm concerned, win or lose, you're still part of House Belmont. And I'd never kick you out of our lives. Maxwell leans back against the wall, runs his fingers through his hair, looking away from you. You chilled out with Maxwell. to the max. Well, it's getting late. I hope this made you feel better. I think it made you feel better more than it was to help us. Worked like a charm. Ready to get back in there? Maxwell, I'd rather stay out here with you. I could stay out here with you all night. Ah, you'll miss the coronation if you stay out here with me. Maybe you're worth it. Maxwell smiles at you. You've always been so nice to me. I know I can be annoying as hell sometimes. Not to me. At times it can be. You're a good person, really. You're gonna make a great queen. Thanks, Maxwell. Just calling it like I see it. Now come on, before Bertrand finds us and tells us we're slacking on our social appearances. Maxwell takes your hand and places it on his arm, then leads you back into the ballroom. Upon returning to the ballroom, a roguishly handsome man approaches you and Maxwell. Leo, it's been quite a long time. God, we haven't touched... Think about this. We haven't seen Leo. As I stretch to get comfort. We haven't seen Leo in a very long time. Since Diamond Edition of Book 1. Or... Was it Book 2 of Rules of Engagement? Because we didn't see him in... Well, no. We did see him in Newlyweds, but we didn't really get to voice him. It was just like, hi, Leo's here, bye. And that was a... Okay, so I'm trying to think of how I voiced him. Let's just go with it. Hello, my lady, Lord Maxwell. Leo! To exchange a brief hug. Where have you been? Oh, you know how it is. One moment you're off wandering the Grecian ruins, and then you end up on a cruise in the Mediterranean. But that's a story for another time. It's a pleasure to meet you. Your Grace? Please, just Leo. Leo? Why no title? Everyone here has a title, even Drake is Lord Grumsalot. Yes, sounds like Drake hasn't changed at all. I gave up my titles when I abdicated. Abdicated? That must mean you're... Leo's the former Crown Prince of Cordonia, half-brother to our beloved Prince Liam. I'm surprised you didn't lead with that. It's better if people don't know. I want others to care about my... I don't want others to care about my formal title as much as I do, which is not at all. Besides, Leo, a perfectly fine title. It suits me. So, why did you abdicate? It's a bit of a story, but we can summarize it by saying that I didn't want the responsibilities of being a king. Imagine a less handsome version of me as the Crown Prince. Less handsome, huh? Equally handsome? Just then, Madeline walks up and joins the circle. I hate her. Remember, she was first engaged to Leo, just in case you haven't seen Rules of Engagement. Leo, darling, how fortunate you found the time to join us. Madeline, you know I wouldn't miss my brother's coronation. I'm glad there remain a few sentiments that make you return to court. Your brother will be elated to know you're watching him choose Cordonia's future queen. I heard you're one of the potential brides again. Cordonia has lovingly granted me another chance to be her queen. Maxwell elbows you and whispers, hey, this could be your chance to see if Madeline got a note. I mean, she might not tell you, but you could ask. Hey, Madeline. Have you received any correspondence tonight? Are you trying to scare me off? I know you sent me. Have you received any correspondence tonight? Correspondence? No, I've had quite enough on my hands with the ball tonight. I'm afraid I haven't even had any time for letters tonight. Now, it was a pleasure seeing you three. You'll have to excuse me. Of course. Take care. You gotta get the last word in, don't you? Madeline makes her way past Leo and rejoins the crowd. What was that about? It's, nothing. Just trying to get to the bottom of a mystery. The court never laxed for mysteries. It seemed like there weren't any hard feelings between you and Madeline. Trust Madeline to handle everything gracefully, even running into her former fiancé. So, Leo, how did you end up engaged to her? What's your relationship with Liam like? I care more about him and Leo than him and her. Huh, exactly what you might expect. Liam is always the golden child, though. I'm the roguish misfit brother. Was that hard on you? Nah, I've always known where I stand. If anything, I've always just wanted to make sure that Liam remembers to take care of himself and not just Cordonia. He can be a little too selfless sometimes. He's the well-behaved one. Yeah, he really, never let loose at any party before. And that's what I heard. Lady Riley's been good for him in that regard. Liam never lets things go too far. It's true. The difference between me and him is that he comes back for his morning duties. Try ditching your security detail and disappearing from court for weeks at a time. Wow, you must have been a bad influence. How did you manage that? I wish Liam was more like that. How did you manage that? A prince sneaking away for a week sounds like a little far-fetched. Oh, if you find Bastine, he has some good stories to share about hunting me down. The time he scaled a dormant volcano is particularly good. Did I mention I really like Leo? He what? Let's just say that I really put him through the paces. I'm sure his assignment to Liam has been a walk in the park for him. In truth, I couldn't have asked for a better brother. It's fitting he's the one to take over the throne. I would have been downright irresponsible. Quite frankly, it's better for everyone this way. Cordonia will be well served by him. Well, we're lucky to have him. And hopefully he's lucky enough to have you. How kind of you to say. I can see what he sees in you. Well, thank you. No, thank you for being there for my brother when I wasn't. Leo, what are you telling Lady Riley about me now? Nothing too embarrassing, I hope. Good things only, brother. Truthfully, there's nothing else to tell. Leo claps Liam on the back and pulls him into an embrace. It's been far too long. If I see you without all of this... Leo gestures to the ballroom and the nobles. Trust me, I'd be at home a lot more often, little brother. Just know that you're more than welcome any time you'd like to drop in. You always know how to make me feel at home. But, as happy as I am to see you, now you've gotten a rare moment to yourself, I want to make sure you're putting time to its best use. Huh? What's that mean? It means that you and I should go investigate the appetizers, Maxwell. Oh, I already ate. I'm gonna stab you in an eye with a pin in a minute. I mean, we should go investigate the appetizers, as in leave these two with some time alone. Oh, right, well, I can always eat more. Perfect. Lady Riley, it was my profound pleasure to meet you. Liam? Love you too, big brother. Leo claps Liam on the shoulder and then walks off with Maxwell. Liam turns to you, smiling. And so, Lady Riley, we find ourselves alone together. So it would seem. I'm sorry I had to cut our conversation short earlier. It's a busy night for you, I'm sure. And yet the only person I've been thinking about all night is you. Liam, you wanted to talk? I want to be alone with you. There are things I need to tell you, but it's more than that. Oh? Yes, I want to do more than talk. Oh my! The truth is, Lady Riley, I'm done waiting. I want you. I was right to say, oh my. If you feel the same way, that is. I'll slip outside, and you can meet me in the middle of the hedge maze if you can. This is your last chance to have a moment alone with Prince Liam in this book. You keep giving it away in this book. Alright, let's do it. Meet Liam outside. How can I say no to that? I was hoping you couldn't. I'll head out now. Wait a few minutes and then you follow. Hopefully no one will notice. I'll make sure of it. Maxwell, quick, dance off. Everybody, let's go! Once Liam bows and leaves, you see him cautiously slip out of the ballroom doors. A few minutes later, you sneak out of the ballroom. Across the palace grounds and through the hedges, you find Liam waiting for you at the center. This feels familiar. It's the only place where I know we won't be found. Riley, thank you for coming out here with me. Well, you were very persuasive. I'm so glad we have a moment alone together. I know that as a member of the royal family, there's a certain expectation that my life will be in the spotlight. And I've accepted that. But this once, I wanted to be a little selfish. Right now, I want to have this moment just with you. Not in front of the entire court, not with the nobles and servants watching. I want to remember this moment before our lives change forever tonight. And when I remember it, I want it to be just for us. Liam? Riley, even if I didn't need to choose a bride tonight, I'd still be proposing. Because I don't need any more time to decide. I already know. Liam, what are you saying? Riley, I've wanted to say this for a while now. I never expected to feel this way about anyone. I never expected to meet anyone like you. These past few weeks have been torture. Wanting to desperately spend time with you, but being held back by the damned process. Wanting so badly to hold you, to tell you that it was always you in my heart. Riley, you're the brightest spot in my world. When I'm near you, I can't help smiling and laughing. You're the funniest and sweetest, most daring person that I know. And every time I see you, I find myself thinking how lucky, how incredibly lucky I am that I'm the one you're spending your time with. Ever since my brother abdicated, I was worried about finding a woman who would be worthy of being Queen of Cordonia. But since I've met you, I worry about not being worthy of you. Riley Venti, you're incredible in every sense of the word. And I don't want to spend another minute without you, knowing exactly how I feel. I've never said this to anyone before, but I know it's more than true. My own name, which is all I have to say. Riley, I love you. Prince confessed his feelings for you. Liam? I'm not sure about that, no. I love you too. I am so relieved to hear you say that. Riley, your happiness is everything to me. Then, kiss me. Looking into your eyes, he takes your hand and kisses the back of it. That wasn't exactly what I had in mind. Oh, is this better? He turns your hand over ever so slowly, kissing the inside of your wrist softly. It's closer. Come here. He gently tugs on your arm, pulling you into his embrace as his mouth drops down tenderly on yours. Riley, wraps his arms around you, and kisses you again and again, pressing against him. So, going all the way under this beautiful archway of flowers and a swing, and let's take this all the way. You want, don't you? Yes, God, yes. You come together, and he drops to kiss to your shoulder as he undresses you, his own heat warming your body against the night breeze. Riley, you're so beautiful. Your clothes slip down, and you step forward to tuck his blazer off, hands pushing at his shirt and pants. You don't look half bad yourself. Cheeky as ever. You pull him down on top of you, laying on the soft grass. He swallows hard as his eyes meet yours. I've thought a lot about this moment. So have I. Dreaming about how it really and how it might be. Any thoughts? Sweet and slow. I couldn't imagine it any other way. Kisses you, his lips brushing against your neck, then moving down to nuzzle the valley between your breasts. Every part of you is amazing. He lavishes attention on your chest, running his hands between your legs. You arch in pleasure against him, your breath coming short, your eyes closing. Oh, Liam. Riley. He moves, touching his forehead to yours. I love you, and I want you. Then take me. He kisses you deeply as he lowers down, and the two of you moving in perfect sync. You and the prince make love in the gardens. Liam. Sometime later, when you've both caught your breath, Liam stands, extending a hand to help you to your feet. You both get dressed. I wish we could stay out here all night, but no, we should go in. It's a big night for both of us. For both of us now. You smooth down your clothes and pat at your hair. Hey, how do I look? Like a princess, or someone who's about to be one. Then pulls you to him quick and kisses you swiftly and soundly before letting you go. Shall we? Wait, I need to tell you that I received a threatening letter. A threatening letter? It said I should leave court immediately. Do you still have it with you? Maxwell put it somewhere safe. It could just be nothing, but I wanted to let you know. That's troubling. I'll have my men look into it, I promise. But for now, try not to let it worry you. We'll find out who's responsible. Ready to go back? After you. Okay, so we were given the opportunity to let him know before everything happened. Okay. Prince Liam enters the ballroom a few minutes before you do. When you finally go inside, you nearly run into Liam and Olivia in the middle of a conversation. I have to go. So soon? But we're about to start the speeches. You don't understand. I'm withdrawing officially from the social season. I don't know if you were planning to propose to me. I don't know if I ever had half a chance. But it doesn't matter now. I'm resigning from this immediately. But, Olivia, why? Remember the letter we just talked about? He starts to reach out for her when Bastine appears at his side. I hate to interrupt, sir, but it's time. Your father requests you to go to him. It's okay, Liam. Well, I'm leaving right now. But just go, please. You'll be a wonderful king, I know it. As the concerned prince is escorted away by Bastine, who's a piece of... Olivia turns and shoves you aside, tears running down her face. Out of my way. Are you... We had this talk, woman! Are you okay? It's not like you to give up. Good riddance. It's not like you to give up. Don't pretend to know me. Olivia's face crumbles as more tears flow. She runs to the door without looking back. Oh! We get an opportunity to follow after her. Okay. So the other choice is let her go. Let her go, let her go. Olivia never bothered me anyway. Hey, Walt Disney, I'm looking for a job. You run out of the palace after Olivia. I'm serious. Oh, I'd catch up with her at the palace gate. What do you want? Olivia, I honestly wanted to make sure you're really leaving. Wow. Whoo, wouldn't that be a douche mood? You're gonna be alright. Oh, that's decent of you. You're not one to give up easily, and I know you wanted this more than anything. Not this. Not just being queen, or the crown, or the palace. What I wanted was Liam. You really do love him, don't you? More than anyone. More than anything. You know how he is. How can you help but love him? But you're so different than him. Kind of like a sister, right? Little sister. What? No, we were childhood friends. He looked out for me. Liam cares about everyone. I don't know how he does it so genuinely, but it must be exhausting. Typically it is, trust me. So if you're so in love with him, what happened that made you decide to leave? Olivia frowns and looks down at a crumpled piece of paper in her hand. I'm being blackmailed. Earlier tonight, I got a message warning me to leave Coronation Ball and withdraw from the prince's consideration. I figured it was a dumb prank by you or one of the others. But then they sent this. Olivia holds over a familiar-looking note. Glance at the note. It says my last chance to leave before they revealed the truth about my parents. The truth about your parents? I heard they both died in a political assassination. According to the note, the document it came with, my parents, they were traitors. A sob escapes Olivia. Give her a hug. Reach out and embrace Olivia. She winces, but then you feel her soften and lean her head on your shoulder as she sobs. I can't imagine what you're going through. Don't even bother trying. I wouldn't even wish this on you. Olivia looks down at the papers in her hands and begins ripping them to shreds. Apparently it was a rebellion they were plotting, an assassination so they could step in and claim the throne. They didn't die protecting Cordonia's Draven crown, as I had always been told. Yeah, but how can you believe a piece of paper? Like, was there, like, photographic evidence? Like, oh, they just were assassins, you know, they were gonna take the throne. You know, how can you know? They died trying to overthrow the king. They died because they wanted more power and were willing to risk everything to get it, even their lives. Never mind that they had a child to think of. I'll never forgive them for this, never. I feel so foolish to not have known the truth for so long. But everyone was told the same story. Another thing that I have the king to thank for, I suppose. I don't know why he did it. Maybe a small mercy for the surviving daughter of a once great house. Maybe because revealing the plot would have been worse for Cordonia's stability than covering it up. I suppose I'll never know why. They fed me the lie. They did. Why, they let the world go on believing my parents were upstanding nobles. In any case, someone found out. Olivia finishes up ripping up the paper and wads into a bowl. I didn't want to believe it, but there was proof along with the instructions to withdraw. And if I didn't withdraw, every tabloid would run the story by the end of the night. The daughter of the traders would never be allowed to stay in Cordonia, and let alone marry the prince and rule. So now do you see? I had no choice. At least this way I can salvage my family's reputation, even if it is a lie. We gotta figure out who did this. Believe me, Riley, on my list of people to take revenge against the blackmailer, just jump to the top. And it's a long list. But I will find out who is responsible. I am a Nevractus, after all. Whatever that means now. I always thought my parents died heroes. You know what, Riley? It's probably better that I'm leaving. I've always known that Prince Liam deserved better than me. I just thought I might still somehow end up with him if I wanted it the most. But now, I hope he chooses you. You're the queen he deserves. That's very kind of you. I didn't say it to be nice. I'm not in the habit of idle flattery, certainly not with you at any rate. I said it because it's true. I just want you to know. In case you ever listened to any of the snide things I had said about you. Olivia. In any case, you've got to do this now, for both of us. If there's one thing I know, it's that you made Liam and can't leave Liam in Madeline's clutches. So, go back in there. I'm counting on you now. Olivia hesitates and quickly reaches out to squeeze her hand. Goodbye, Riley. Goodbye, Olivia. Olivia slips out of the gate and into the waiting Rolls Royce. As she is about to pull away, the window rolls down. And Riley? Yes? Watch your back. You learn the secret of Olivia's departure. The window rolls up and the car pulls away. You turn and go back to the palace. It's funny because they really didn't have any dirt on us, per se. But we'll continue. Riley, are you okay? Where were you? In the gardens. I found Olivia and... It doesn't matter. You're here now. And the Queen and King are about to give their addresses. After that, the Prince Liam will propose to his future bride. Technically, he already did. We were in the gardens, and oh my god. No, I know, it's just that Across the room, the king clears his throat and rises. Shut up, we're having a discussion. Sit down, old man. Wait till book 2, you'll know why. If I may have everyone's attention, please. Front and center, Lady Riley, this is it. But whatever it is, it'll be okay, Riley. Before you can say more, Hannah and Drake come up next to you. It's finally happening. Here we go. The crowd around you hushes as the king begins to talk. The moment we've been waiting for all season has finally arrived. It has been my great honor to serve Cordonia these last few decades. We've had turmoil, but Cordonia has pulled together even during our toughest times. I've had to write this speech to allow enough time for the media to run the story on Lady Riley. Serious. I couldn't be more proud to have been Cordonia's king, and I only now pass the crown to Prince Liam, because I know he'll carry on exactly as I have. I couldn't ask for a better successor. I was hoping for Leo to be first, but then he abdicated. Father, it's true. I love your brother, but you will be the king that Cordonia needs, not the one it deserves. I could keep this up all night. Oh, reliable, steady, wise, just... Though you weren't born to be my successor, it feels as though this outcome was inevitable. Liam, you are every bit of the king I always hoped you'd be.
Today I pass the royal signet ring to you. Cordonia is yours, my son.
Blow Liam a kiss. You catch Prince Liam's eye and blow him a kiss. Thank you for being here tonight. This is an incredible honor and a responsibility that I don't take lightly. I only hope that I can serve Cordonia with the distinction that my father did. Liam bows to his father and the Queen, who both embrace him. And now the time has come. Your prince will choose his bride.
First, let us thank you all for continuing to deal with my shit.
Oh, I hate this old man.
Spending the social season with us.
And particularly for all the young ladies, thank you for your time. I could imagine any one of you becoming a fitting queen for my son. Suddenly a royal advisor walks up and whispers to the king and queen. If you'll excuse us one moment. The king waves Prince Liam over to them. The three of them confer with the advisor. You hear a phone buzz, then another, then another. One by one, people in the crowd check their devices. Oh my! Oh no! She wouldn't! Bertrand! What? Maxwell pushes his phone at Bertrand.
Lady Riley! Those bastards!
I have a feeling I know exactly what this is. That night, Tarek thought I walked in his room. Someone got photos of it, didn't they? And they're using them to set me up. It's all over the news! Anna shows you a news story published a few minutes ago in the leading photo. Tarek reaches out for you while you're in your underwear. The headline reads, Prince humiliated by unfaithful suitor. But the royal guards appear. I'm sorry, Lady Riley, but I've been ordered to escort you out immediately, along with the representatives from House Balmont. Who gave this order and when? This is absurd. You can't do this to Riley. 3 guards grab you, Bertrand and Maxwell, and drag you towards the door. Get your hands off of her. Riley? Hannah and Drake fight to reach you, but the other members of the guard hold them back. Across the room, you see Prince Liam searching the crowd for your face. Where is Lady Riley? Riley? I'm being dragged by a bunch of guards, including Bastien, across the floor, and you don't see us? Liam? But in the chaos and noise of the room, it's impossible for him to hear you. Bullshit. Given the circumstances, I'm sure Lady Riley has withdrawn from the consideration. But I need to speak with her. Queen pulls Liam aside and whispers to him before turning back to the crowd.
And now Prince Liam must make his choice.
I choose Lady Madeline. Excuse me. Oh. I'm deeply honored to accept. With the palace doors closing in your face, you see Liam clench his fists as Madeline leans in and kisses him. Are you going to let a malicious plot steal your happiness ever after? Get ready to fight in Royal Romance Book 2. Alright, so I hope y'all did enjoy the video. We're finally done with Royal Romance Book 1 Diamond Edition. We did every single diamond option. We did every single romance and relationship option that was possible, by the way. So, when we go into Royal Romance Book 2, all those options will be there for us. So do keep that in mind, okay? With that being said, I hope y'all did enjoy the video. Head down to the description down below. There's links to social media, links to support me and my content. Please do so. It's greatly appreciated and helps to support my channel, my content, myself, and so much more. And also there's a link to our Discord where you can come hang out with me as well as others. Until next time, stay well, stay awesome, and thank you for watching. Peace out.